Today we got some more Modern Warfare 2 leaks, and what these leaks are mainly in reference to are movement systems coming to the game, and also some other minor ones, but mainly the movement systems. And there are some very interesting ones that I cannot wait to talk about. But before we can get into that, of course we have to give credit to where these leaks are coming from, and who else are we getting these leaks from? Of course, Ralph. And Ralph's been so good at this, so of course we're going to continue to link his tweets and especially his article down in the description, because it's a really good read. And I'm not going to go over absolutely everything he mentions in his article, and if you guys want to see absolutely everything, I highly recommend check out his article. It's a really good read. Regardless though, let's not waste any more time and jump right into these leaks. So the first thing Ralph mentions is that ladders and ropes are coming to the game, and how he describes them makes them sound like they're going to be field upgrades. But let's talk about how exactly these two would work. First, starting off with the ladder. So how the ladder would work is like a ladder in real life. You go up to a wall or a side of a building, you put it there, and you use it to climb over the wall or on top of the building. Now the ladder is obviously not going to be compatible with every wall because it may be too high, too short, or just something like that, so you can't put it anywhere, and if you try to do that, it'll actually just fall and collapse and will be set back on cooldown. But as for the ropes, on the other hand, these are a lot more fun because you'll be able to actually use them to both rappel up and down buildings. And also, while you are rappelling the buildings, you'll actually be able to stop midway through and start swinging back and forth to try to get in through maybe a window or just the side of a wall that you could just somehow break in through or something like that, which sounds really fun to me because I can't wait to go on the side of a skyscraper and just start swinging back and forth, just see if anybody could shoot me. Either way though, that's not all he mentioned, because he actually mentioned something that's really funny too, is that you could also attach these ropes to players and vehicles, which I could just imagine is going to be a blast. I'm just going to attach myself to a vehicle and just get dragged around the map, and it's going to be an absolute blast. Regardless though, these two systems mainly sound like they're going to be built for Warzone 2/DMZ, because I can't imagine anybody running up to a wall and putting up a ladder in 6v6 multiplayer. Another movement system that is coming to the game is actually wall climbing, and how this works is for walls that are just kind of in that middle zone that you can't mantle over naturally, and also it's too short for a rope or a ladder. And what happens here is you'll put your gun to the side and just start to mantle over with your hands. But if you're not sure if it's safe on the other side, you can actually stop on the ledge and just aim with your pistol to make sure it's clear before you fully commit to the full mantle over it. This movement feature would have been absolutely great for Warzone, because everyone knows there are just so many rocks on Warzone that are just a little bit too high to mantle, and this would have been great for that. Another feature that's coming to the game that doesn't have anything to do with movement is something called exigency hipfire, which I don't know what that name is, but how it works is that it's just a way to very quickly change to your sidearm. Like if you ran out of bullets and you just need like one shot in that guy, you can instantly change to your sidearm with one hand and start shooting immediately. But because it's so fast, there has to be a trade-off, and what the trade-off is that you can only shoot the gun in hipfire, of course being less accurate, which makes sense. So we'll see if it's actually useful or not. It may be, maybe not. We'll see if it actually turns out to be something. Now I want to finish this off with a very minor thing that he mentioned, but what that is a magazine check animation. How this works is that you'll just pull the magazine out of your gun, look and see how many bullets are left, and they'll tell you on screen how many bullets are left in your clip. Now first you may wonder, what is even the point of this? Don't we have a HUD? And that would be true for the most part, but I think that this is directly used for DMZ, because if you look at Escape from Tarkov, what it is said to be based off of, in that game it has a very limited HUD and doesn't have a bullet count on your screen, and the only way to check how many bullets you have left in your clip is to do exactly this. So I think that this is what that is going to be used for, further confirming that DMZ is probably happening in this game. And that's going to wrap it up for me, but once again I highly recommend you guys head down to the description and check out his article, because there's some things that he talks about that I didn't talk about in this video, and I really do think it's worth a full read. Either way though, I still love to hear everything you guys think of all these leaks that we heard today. You guys liking what you're hearing, not liking what you're hearing, let me know down in the comment sections below. Either way though, that's going to wrap it up for me. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff. But I'm going to go, and I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever the heck it may be, and laters guys.